It's actually hard to think with this basil behind me, with the bees buzzing and the smell of that basil. And now I got a dog back here barking as well. Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I'm going to be planting the Snow Joey Viburnum from the Southern Living Plant Collection. I planted one of these at the old house. It's a really beautiful, very full, compact growing shrub. I got this one from plantsbymail.com last week. It's a really nice piece right here. I'm going to put it right here. This little green cinder block piece right here that you see is actually going to be the corner of a new front porch that's going on the house. So this will be kind of the front left portion of that, of where that foundation is going to end up for the porch right there. This is a Viburnum luzonicum variety. It was selected because it has a more compact size. The regular Viburnum luzonicum can get 15 feet in height, and this is going to stay more like 6 to 8 feet in height. Leaves are slightly smaller than the species, and it has this super compact habit. This is truly a four-season plant. It actually blooms in the spring, gets absolutely covered in white flowers. They don't smell the best. I'll say that. Don't go up and put your nose in them for sure. But it is very attractive. I mean, it's fully white when it's in flower. Then during the summertime, it has this really rich, nice green foliage. Where the flowers develops fruit. The fruit turn red in the fall and then eventually turn black by the late winter. But this thing is super showy in the fall. The foliage on it turns kind of a reddish burgundy color, and then it's listed as deciduous. We call this a deciduous plant, but it actually holds some of its leaves through the winter time, and so it has that attractive foliage even in the winter time. New leaves come on in the spring and push the rest of the old leaves off that didn't fall off. They're hardy in zone. Southern Living Plant Collection has this one listed for zone 7 to 10, but I think Viburnum luzonicum in general are hardy in 7 to 9. Just a great compact plant that's always doing something, and it's not something everybody's going to have, which is something that interests me a lot of times when I'm looking for plants. It's not a plant that people come over and see it in flower or with the berries or something like that. You're going to be able to tell them it's a plant that probably they're not going to find in many other places. But this is a Snow Joey is the variety here. And again, I'm going to sink it in the ground in this spot. I've got this maple that I had taken down over there, so sometimes I run into roots in this yard. Not that big of a deal. I'm actually not going to amend the soil any more than I already have. I put down a little bit of compost over this entire yard before I mulch this space. So that compost gets mixed in each time. These definitely prefer well-drained soils. And so I'm going to leave it mounded up just a little bit because I do kind of have a clay base. I'm in an urban lot here, and every time I dig a hole here, I find a different type of soil. So sometimes it's easy digging, sometimes it's heavy red clay. On and on, but it does have a clay base regardless, and it doesn't drain all that readily, so I leave everything elevated just a bit. So there it is in the ground, Snow Joey Viburnum. Don't have a great answer on when to prune this plant. I think anytime you prune it, you're going to take away from some part of the value of it. If you prune it after it flowers, you'll be taking off where the berries were. If you prune it in the winter, you'll probably take away a lot of the flowering that would happen that spring. So no great answer on that. It grows super compact, so I don't think I'll ever have to do a lot of pruning on it. What I'll probably do is just take any crazy limb on it that appears anytime I want to take that off. So any time of the year. Once it gets bigger than I want it in this space, I'll probably just do a reset on it one year, let it flower one spring, and then just cut the thing in half, really, and then I'll get a few more years out of it without having to prune it hard again. They can be fertilized in the late winter. No serious disease or insect problems. Just a low maintenance, super easy plant that has a lot of seasonal interest every year. Thanks for watching this video.